sat around a roaring log fire in Sicily. I'm not kidding you. Michelle and I really appreciated having a fire. It was a lot colder in Sicily than we thought. And it was actually quite nice to have the fire. But one of the problems then is, where do you get firewood? Because you use a lot of firewood during the winter time, and we were there for quite some months. So today, we're going to take you on a journey to buy firewood in Sicily. Now, some of you don't really need this information, might want to just come along for the journey, and some of you might be in Sicily looking how to buy firewood. So come on, let's go. Squeezing in through the dust cart. Yeah, if you live in Sicily for any length of time, when the winter comes along, you're going to need firewood. And I thought I'd make a little vlog today. Look at that beautiful site ahead of me there. Lovely old cathedral or old church. So you're going to need firewood, and I'm going to take you on a little journey to show you how we buy firewood in Sicily, how most people would buy firewood in Sicily. Now you see these buildings are all cut out into the rocks. This town, it's not the town we're staying in. Sicily is a town I've come for to do something else, and but it's really interesting. Look up there. I don't know what the temperatures are like if you're a cave dweller here in Sicily, but I suspect you still need some form of heating and cooking. So a lot of those people will. Where we're going today is a fantastic firewood company, and they sell wood for the pizza ovens, for home heating. Now, you don't have to collect your own firewood. The only reason we're collecting it today is because we're driving past it, and I just need a couple of weeks firewood before we head out of Sicily. So it just seemed, because generally when you order firewood, you've got to order at least a cubic meter, and we don't really need a full cubic meter today. We need maybe half a cubic meter. So the great thing about this place is, and there are quite a few of them throughout Sicily, where you can literally pull up and buy whatever quantity of firewood you like, and I'll show you in a moment what I mean. So not easy to spot, but this is the entrance to, well, you can actually see from the roadside better, but this is the entrance to the wood mill, Sava Antonia. Now you see the van there is parked on metal scales, and they're weighing that van when it comes in, and they'll weigh it when it goes out as well, so they know how much firewood they've got. And for us, even in a car like we are, we can drive on there. It's a very efficient system. It's 11 cents per kilo for firewood, so about the most reasonable we found. Now, so this is the weight machine here. Grazie. So he's weighed the car with me still on the scales. We go in and collect our whatever firewood we like basically, and then when we come out, he'll weigh the car again, and we'll get a printed docket. It's a very, very good system. So I'm going to go in this big building now. So it's undercover, and as you come in here, you see all the firewood. We're going to go for these small blocks here on the left hand side. You see what I mean? How cool is this? You've got all different grades of firewood. This wood over here, it's perfect for what we're looking for, as is the wood over by Michelle. And we're just going to get about maybe half a metre, 200 or 300 kilos. So I'm going to turn that off now, because we've got 15 boxes. That should last us 10 days by my calculation. Look at the size of these pieces here. I'm guessing they're sawing these up. He's got a saw over there, big band saw, and a feeder. So I'll be cutting this wood up, these big pieces, down to the firewood on the other side. At the end here, it looks like they've got a lot of bark chippings. And then the finer sawdust, I think they're sweeping up on the far left over there. So yeah, this is probably mulching for garden centres, or for anyone's gardens for that matter. Huge mountain of it. Now you may wonder why we're using cartons to pack up our wood. It actually has worked quite well, but the main reason was we wanted to calculate how many we needed. I'm going through about a box and a half each day, so we've got 10 days left. So I just wanted approximately the right amount, but not on the skimpy side, because we want to have the place nice and warm. So we're all done. Now I'll tell you how much weight that is. So I suspect somewhere around about the 200 kilo mark, but we'll check. And as I say, it's a really good system, because as you leave, they weigh it again on the scales. So we just reverse out of this place. Thank you very much, Sava, for another great wood haul. Now I think they're starting their lunch soon, so they close at 2 o'clock. Look at the donkey over there. We'll drive up onto the scales again. Locks in place. Now when they weigh it, they want me still to be on the scales, obviously. Not that I weigh very much. So he's asking me whether I was stood on the scales or whether I was stood off the scales. So I could have taken my 10 kilos off by standing off the scales, couldn't I, Michelle?
You could have done.
So it's 230 kilos. It's called 25, which I think actually is really good value, and these guys are really honest. So it's a nice, safe place to come and buy firewood in Sicily if you're looking for somewhere. You look for Linea. I'll write it up on the screen, but you have to search for it if you're in Sicily. Ciao. Ciao. Okay, thanks for joining me on this buying firewood in Sicily. Hope you've enjoyed the trip. We've got to get and do some shopping now. Share the love, give this a thumbs up, and I will see you shortly. Take care.
Glue the pieces back together as many times as I've fallen apart.
So I've just come down on the way home, just down to get a bit of fresh air at the seaside here and take in a bit of salt air. This is Lido di Noto, not far from where we're staying, and I imagine again in the summertime this will be bustling and really kind of a fun place. It's still a lovely place just to come, and today's quite pleasant actually. It's about 20 degrees Celsius, about the warmest it's been since we arrived in Noto, and we're buying firewood. Probably turned good now.
That was cool, wasn't it? They were so friendly there.
They were. It's really interesting. So you drive up onto the great big scales, you get your wood. We went there 2 or 3 times, I think, and the people were always absolutely lovely. Now we're coming to the end of our Sicilian adventure. I've got one more video, Italian snacks, which I'm going to put up shortly, and then we'll be going on to a new series on Steve's Kitchen. So we hope you've enjoyed it. Share the love, share this video. Ooh, there's a bit of a wind coming. Share this video with your friends and family, and Michelle and I will see you next time. Be good. Sat around a lawring